How's it going, everybody? This is your pal Joey Retro. Yes, your pal Joey. Alright, guys, I'm back, and just want to actually touch up on just the Stadia portion of this stream, and I think I'll just talk a little bit about what I've experienced so far. So right now, I'm on the PC version of Stadia, and unfortunately, it ain't looking good, especially with Destiny. But I haven't tried the other games though. However, with that being said, I'm finding it more enjoyable playing it on the Chromecast Ultra. Yeah, can you believe that? I'm finding more fun playing it on the couch, connected to the controller, which is connected to the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is actually having me control this my character on screen from the server that the where the game's at. So yeah, kind of cool that we're at that point right now, and also it's kind of cool that the input fidelity is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's honestly it's not even noticeable any input lag or anything like that. Okay, so let me start here by just showing you Destiny 2. Unfortunately, Destiny 2 has problems with keyboard and mouses. I'm going to say this right now. So I'll give you guys an example of what it looks like, both using controller and using the keyboard and mouse. So I just want to make sure that this is streaming okay. Okay, now that's too big. Okay, that's full screen. Okay, so we're going to have to change this. I hate this. I hate the fact that this is too big. Stadia, and I can't make this smaller. So, fit screen, transform, fit to screen. There we go. Okay, so we'll show you with the keyboard and mouse. We'll see how that goes. So, when did Stadia come out? When was this past week? Monday? Past week on Monday, Stadia came out. I received my package of Stadia, I think on the 20th or the 21st. No, I'm going to say the 20th. And I didn't really get to play it until... Oh, I can't remember when I recorded those videos off of my phone. But, yeah. So, here's my issue. I have a 4K screen, computer monitor screen. It's forcing it full screen, and I can't make it smaller. And neither can I actually go into the video settings to force it to like 1080p or anything like that. So right now the only options I have here are screen bounds, brightness, and chromatic aberration, which is generally used for video correction because you get the RGB outlines. That's what the chromatic aberration is when you see like a fine line. So like for example, you'll probably see my shoulder, and then if you see like a separation of green, red, blue, that'll correct that and just put the screen, like the image, correct the image, and basically map them together so that the color doesn't bleed out like that. So, unfortunately, I do not have an option here to lower the graphics. So what this is doing now is it is forcing... I'm not sure what the max is, but it's forcing I'm going to say 2K to a 4K resolution, and it looks horrible. And just to give you an example, let's head over to... do I have anything to do in the tower? No, I got nothing to do in the tower. Okay, let's head over to... Oh, that one. Alright, let's head over to the moon. Oh, let's go to Tangled Shore. Or Dreaming City. Let's go to Dreaming City. So, yeah, I mean, just looking at this immediately off the top on the PC, keyboard and mouse, it is very. It's like as if I'm watching a video. Like, if there's any way that I can shrink down the screen, that'll hopefully bump up the FPS. Because right now it is very jittery. Alright, let's go here. Oh, what the hell? Okay, uh-oh. It's Google Stadia. Stadia.google.com says invalid URL. Back to game. What's going on here? I can't WS. I can't use WNS. Why? Why? Okay, I can only strafe. Oh, and it's so delayed. It's so delayed now. But yeah, if you can see here, like, there's a ton of screens here. Yeah, the input is very laggy. In this case with the PC, and unfortunately I can't WASD here. Unless, maybe what I can do, let me check if maybe the key bindings have changed. Key mapping. Character, fire, reload, heavy attack, move. No. Yeah, move forward, WASD. Nothing. No, it won't let me. It won't let me press W. Oh shit. Nope, it won't let me press W. Okay. How do I reset this? Oh, F. Reset to defaults. Okay. Yeah. So for some reason, WASD is not working on. It is not looking great. Nope. Can't move forward. W. Cannot move forward. Google's Stadia.google.com says invalid URL exclamation close or open bracket. I don't know what that means. Okay. Anyway, with that being said, let's move on to something else. Let's see if we can try another game here. I was playing a little bit of Guilt. I tried Final Fantasy for a bit. I tried the other chapters because I do have Final Fantasy. Okay, let's see here. Let's do Guilt. Can we do PC controls for Guilt? Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, already I can tell a bit of a difference just by that title screen. I don't know if that means anything, but we'll see. Tequila works. Okay. Whoa. Oh no. It is slow as... Oh man. Wow. Okay. So I would say and say highly not recommend using it on the PC. For now. Until they fix this, especially for 4K PC users. Because, I mean, the screen tear on this is really bad. Like, this is really bad. This is gonna be a horrible experience right now. Nope.
You can trust me.
Okay, I don't know what controls for. Oh shit. Ah! Oh shit. Ah! Oh, I'm running. Okay, I'm running. Run! Shit. Oh! Jesus Christ. Okay, you get the idea there. How do I exit? Alright, exit game. Jeez. Oh, my eyes. Here's the thing. I really like Stadia, but the PC extension that you're seeing here right now, the software, is broken entirely, and they need to fix this quick. So let's go to Final Fantasy. That's how this looks, but I can't guarantee anything. Like, this makes me just want to go straight to the Chromecast Ultra, hit the Stadia button on the controller, and play without streaming. Now let's get out of the intros. There I do. I did Gladius, right? Yeah. Then the game first recommended, blah blah, whatever. Yeah. No. We're good. So we'll just continue on here. Although I gotta say, like, the load times in this game. Oh, sorry, in Stadia? I mean, quick. Quick, no problem. Okay, so we'll load the game. Oh, I didn't have a game. Shit. No, 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 no. Don't want that. I gotta say, the controls for the, Okay, let's see how this looks. So far right now, I can tell you that the frame rate is still bad. Frame rate is still horrible. Yep. There's a lot of tearing here.
I'm stuffed. My compliments to the chef.
My pleasure. Did you enjoy your time with the Marshal?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's that thing on your face?
This?
Yeah, X marks the spot.
That's just a scratch. The other guy got off a lot worse.
Worse than looking like some kind of thug?
Speaking of which, who was this other guy?
They call him the Blade Master.
No. We'll just, we'll go straight into the story. Okay, let's just see here. I already can tell that this is not going to be a good experience as well.
Gladio? Yeah, who do you think it is?
Catch you at a bad time?
Are you here yet?
Yeah, I'm at the Crow's Nest.
Good. Thanks for agreeing to meet with me.
Sure.
So, are you ready to move out?
Of course. What about you? Are you mentally prepared?
Of course. I'll be right over.
Like, I know these are sort of like cinematics and stuff like that, but
About time.
I gotta say, like, in terms of graphic wise, it's alright. Nothing really to write home
What'll
about
it be?
compared to what you
The
can get
water's
like
fine.
locally.
Thanks. Allow me to ask you once more. Are you sure you're ready to take on the Blade Master?
Take on the Blade Master. Oh, I mean,
I went up against the High Commander and got my ass handed to me. I didn't stand a chance. And I never will unless I get more power. Then answer my question. Are you ready or not? You think I would have called you here if I weren't? So you're ready to face death. Gilgamesh awaits challengers in the deepest recesses of those ruins. It's been 30 years since we uncovered the caves. We've sent countless expeditions, but all of our efforts have afforded us no rewards. And no survivors. Except for you. You undertook the trial.
okay.
And you made
Can we
it
skip
back
these?
alive.
Oh, two. Skip.
Barely.
Okay, we'll skip this. I'll play this on my own. All right. Let's
Did
see
you tell
here.
your friends why you were taking off?
Whoa!
Just said it was business.
Whoa!
Didn't
Oh
want them
man, the
getting all
sensitivity is too
worried
high.
about me.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch to the
Your
controller.
pride took a beating.
So, just off the bat, looking at the graphics and the visuals, this looks very muddy. Looks very muddy to me. And if I were to play this on, like, at home, oh, go this way. If I were to play this on my computer, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually provide examples. Unfortunately, Guilt is a Stadia exclusive right now, so I won't be able to compare. Excuse me. But I can do Destiny 2. I can do this. I think I can do this one.
I've got this.
Okay.
No turning back now.
Yeah. The delay between my movement or my commands with the controller, even with the computers or with the keyboard and mouse, it is extremely delayed. Not extremely delayed, but there's a significant delay here.
They're alive. Not for long.
Have you come to prove your one of many who haunt these grounds, following our leader in death as in life? Not with our souls remain, clinging to the vestiges of our past.
There we go.
Why?
To test those determined to become the king's shield, and prepare them to inherit the power they pursue.
So we'll stop
Blade
here.
Matt.
We'll stop here. So how do I get out of here?
And have sworn.
Alright, we can even compare pause screens as well too. But if I were to do side-by-side comparison, let's see. How about we have Gladius stand here,
Better prepare for disappointment. I don't scare easy.
and I'll do that. Okay, so we'll just do that. I'll keep this here for a bit. Then I'll probably do a split screen as well. So save that. Then I'll do some video editing. Maybe upload this as well. Okay. Anyway, let's exit. I'll exit game. Okay, perfect. Ooh. So it's gonna be like that for every game here on the PC version. And that's unfortunate. Okay, now we'll do some comparisons with Steam. We'll do that, so I'll just close down Stadia there. Bring up Steam, and we'll do some local comparisons. See how that goes. Okay, let's do that. Let's bring up Final Fantasy Windows Edition. Play. And I do have the 4K textures. So that is something that we don't have to ignore. We will actually include it in there. Cool. Okay, let's see. This is show up here now, doesn't it? Okay, so I will add this to the list of games that is here that are here. Add source. Oops. Oh. You know what? PC? Yeah, let's do it. There's PC game. PC game. Final Fantasy Windows Edition. Done. Alright, we're gonna fit that to screen. Oh, where are you? PC game. PC game. Oh, you're locked. Okay, that's why. Okay, so PC game transform. Fit the screen. Do that. Okay, so I have the stats up there. Find a new messenger. Messenger, blah blah blah. Information menu has added to the title screen. Check here to use the updates and content. Special collaboration. Final Fantasy 15. 14 is now live. Sorry. Get to the chapter 5 onward. Undertake a new event quest. Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer expansion. Comrades has been updated. Bonus. Okay, cool. Oh, and we got episode art. Perfect. New prize. Warrior's armor. New prize. Street attire has been added to the in-gym. Final Fantasy. Oh man, it's been a while since I've played. Assassin robes previously available for a limited time are back, and it's not more. Yep. Cool. Okay. Even the title screen is just fucking amazing. Okay, so we'll go to downloadable content. Okay, so we're a steady 60 frames per second. We'll do episode Gladio. And then we'll just do some comparisons. Okay. Okay. Even the title screen looks more amazing. Now we're at a steady 55, 40 frames per second. CPU, memory, okay. So we'll go new game. Normal. So we'll have this go. Let's see how this looks. Oh man. I guess we'll do a load comparison too. So this is again coming from my computer. This is at the same time as I'm streaming as well. System memory is at 64%. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's the problem. Disk speed. Oh my god, 71%. Oof. Something tells me I need to go to like 32 gigs for memory. Oh. Look at that. Oh, it did a little jet there. But regardless.
飯うまかったぜ。
Hey!
それは良かった。
You get the Japanese version.
将軍と行動していたそうだな。
ああ。
あのさ、
Ah, this looks amazing.
その新しい傷、
これか
縦の次は横とか。
言ったろ。箔がついたって。
さらに柄悪くなったよな。
何があったか聞いていなかったな。
His name was Blade Master, or they called him.
長い話になるぜ。
I mean, it's still fluid. At 45 frames per second, it's still fluid. Yeah, I don't know what the graphics are on this one, but it still looks freaking amazing. Even though I'm running this at a 4K textures, 4K resolution, I believe.
荒れてるな。
テルパに着いたのか。
ああ、ダイナーにいる。
そうか。急にすまね
いや、
え。出発の準備は
できている。お前の方は心の準備は
できてるさ。すぐに行く。
Okay, so we're still going here. Okay, so we'll look at the bar scene or the cafe, diner. What am I talking about? Oh, this looks amazing. Still. Yeah, it's so muddled. Stadia version, like especially when they force 4K.
ご注文は
ああ、いいんだ。すまねえな。もう一度聞いておく。本気で牽制に挑むつもりか。
Blade Master.
今の俺じゃ帝国の将軍にまるで歯が立たねえ。力がいる。試練を受けたい。聞いているのは本気かどうか。回りくどいぜ。だから連絡
So
した。
everything is going into the system memory.
舐めてかかれば死ぬ。牽制ギルガメッシュがいるのは遺跡の最深部だ。
Okay, that's enough of that. We will skip. Again, I'm using keyboard and mouse here.
仲間たちには何と言ってきたんだ。詳しくは話してねえよ。変に心配されんのも嫌だしな。
Okay, I use the controller here.
弱みは見せられんか。さあ、覚悟はできてんな。もう戻れねえぞ。
So again, nothing can beat local, and that's for sure.
動きやがった。来るぞ。せりゃくらえ。試練への挑戦もらって何者だ。ここにいる者は全て試練を待つ元帥と同じ。
Oh, alright.
魂だけが
So
か
we're
ろ
doing
うじ
Horsey.
て鎧を吸い寄せている。魂。王の盾の試練を受けに来た者へ正しく力を受け継がせるために。彼らは古きルシスの兵だ。死してなお忠義を尽くし続けている。そうか。胸を借りるには申し分ねえ。
Yeah, there's no contest. It's just 1080 Ti, i7. I mean, I think this is at full graphical. Let's see. Oh, let's see the loading screen too. Yeah, see the weight screen is so much clearer. Boom. My goodness. Yeah, I'm just disappointed about the PC portion of this. Graphics here, graphics. Let's see where we at. We're trying to get 60 frames per second, resolution 100. 1980 listing high. So everything's high. Although most of the stuff is off, like hairwork's off. Ooh, can I turn these on? Let's see how these look. Let's see how slow it goes. Ooh. On, okay. Still doesn't make a difference. Okay. Let me just change graphics here. Yeah, and I don't think that even improves the graphics stuff. Okay. So, I mean, no contest there. Really no contest. No contest there. Okay, let's see if we can go Destiny. Well, no, I don't. Well, let's do Destiny. Comparison between that and what we saw there. Actually, it doesn't even do a comparison. Final Fantasy already just provided me with enough information, so. Yeah, guys, I wish I could show you what Chromecast Ultra looks like, because I think they did a good job with the Chromecast Ultra option. But unfortunately, no, just unfortunately, it's just like it's not possible. No capture cards can actually connect to it because there's a high definition copyright protection on it. Can't do it. So that's a shame. That's a real shame. And I really wanted to see if I could use Stadia as my main platform for streaming, but so far right now, I don't think I could recommend it for any streamer at this moment right now. Especially considering that there's no streaming capability within Stadia itself, which I thought was going to be available off the bat, but it's not. That's going to be something that'll probably be a little bit later. Was it state saves or state? You can actually play or continue on from where someone is playing in the game as soon as you purchase it. So yeah, that was an ambitious little marketing ploy that they had there, and I can't believe they actually they had that. But I'm gonna say this right now: Stadia is definitely not meant to be a PC killer. That's for sure. It's like I don't think any cloud service can claim that they are gonna go out there to be a PC killer, because right now PC will beat everything, no matter what the consoles are, no matter what the handhelds are. PC will always beat in terms of fidelity, input output, and just sheer graphical power. PCs cannot compare. Nothing else can compare to PCs. That's for sure. But what I believe that Stadia is trying to do is they're trying to get into your homes via using the main screen that you constantly look at. And I'm not saying just the computer screens, but I'm saying like couch, TV, where you're sitting there watching Netflix and stuff like that, And I found it very convenient to actually use the Chromecast Ultra and play it on the couch, no problem. The TV screen that I have is not 4K. It's actually a 1080p, 60 frames per second, 55-inch. I'm gonna say 55-inch plasma television, which does need to be updated because right now the plasma, the actual plasma gas that's in there, it's starting to go. It's starting to give that little flicker or whatever. But regardless of that, it looks amazing on the Chromecast Ultra. The Chromecast Ultra gaming experience is it's like nothing else. Considering what you know is behind it to get you to that experience. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. And I wish there was a way that I could show you that experience. But the thing is that I can't. I can't do it here. There's no way I can do it here. So I'm at the mercy at early adopter of cloud service by Google, and unfortunately, the PC, I'm gonna say program, seems to be like an afterthought, especially for people who kind of believe them saying that 4K is available off the bat. So yeah. What else can I say about this? I'm gonna probably cut the stream short, maybe up to an hour. But I want to talk about my experiences with playing, or actually my experiences in general. And I want to keep this. I want to put this on record as well too. So back in 2010 to 2012, I used to work for a company, a software company. And I mean, it's not a new company. It was a small company. Probably about, I would say the maximum amount of workers that you have there is about 5, 6, not even. I managed to stay up and running for about 10 years on a lean crew, but it was growing. So, in leading into that, about 2 years into my employment, we managed to get a hold of someone from Silicon Valley to help us out. Maybe even invest as well too. I don't know. That was probably past the point where that was past some point where I decided to quit. But during that time, I spent about 6 months in Silicon Valley, and I stayed in an area around the general area where Google was. Where in the Silicon Valley area, I was right be west of the lake or west of the bay, and so we're staying there, and I want to say my boss who was there, because I mean he was technically showing me around what the experience is like to live in Silicon Valley. So I gotta say, like, it's very impressive how passionate people are of their work, and the fact that you're seeing things for the first time that you normally don't see in the consumer experience. As a consumer, you don't see it as you don't experience as a consumer by itself. I mean, yes, they have trade shows, consumer CES, those electronic trade shows and stuff like that to show you, oh, what's up and coming for the consumers. But dude, once you get into looking in deep in Silicon Valley, you realize how behind consumer technology is compared to what's out there. Yeah. We are so behind to what is available. And the problem is, the reason why stuff that is available for consumers is way behind to what is available in said location, Silicon Valley, is because no one knows how to market. You have a new technology, you have something that's very good, and you know for a fact that it'll change the way people live. But if you don't have a good marketing team, or if you don't know how to market yourself and how to provide the service and convince people that the service that they are receiving is going to benefit them, there lies in the problem. Like, I'm already quite positive that if we were to dig enough, like if I were to go to more companies and visit those companies and see what new and emerging technological thing that they were using on a small scale, I would probably see it like, oh my god, this would be beneficial. And that's what happened to me one day, where we went to this company, and it was just two guys, two engineers. They had a really small office, and this is what they had. They had something that was as big as my wallet. As big as this. Maybe not as thick as this, but it was a bit thicker. Like, it probably was like this big, but as big as the wallet. It had an HDMI port. It had several USB ports, a power line so you can plug it in, and also maybe Ethernet or Wi-Fi. It didn't really matter what it was. So yeah, I am for sure thinking that Google probably bought these guys out, which is what you aim to do when you do try to make it out into Silicon Valley, is that you make a technology and you're hoping that the big companies will come in and chomp down, give you an offer, take your stuff, and then shelve it. You know what I mean? Because what you're aiming for is, you just want to make sure that you have something that is attractive, not only to, and you want to make it attractive to other people within the circle of Silicon Valley. Which is why I'm saying a lot of the stuff that I've seen there is like decades ahead of what we have as consumers. And I'm 100% sure that there's more stuff out there that is shelved because they've been bought out by companies. They said, "Oh, this is good technology. We'll find a use for it later. We'll find a use for it later, eventually down the line." So anyway, continue. So yeah, there was this company, and there's just two engineers. They were aiming to have computers available to everybody. A desktop themselves. So like a personal desktop, the size of your wallet, and all you need to do was connect it to the Wi-Fi, connect the video to HDMI, keyboard and mouse. That's all you needed to do. Connect it to the box. The box itself had no graphics card. It had no processor. It was just a box, microchip. It had not even a motherboard. It was some sort of personalized microchip board that they had in there. So that all you could do was just, input, output, visual, connect to the internet. Now, the internet portion of that connected to the server, connected to a cloud-based server, which was, at the time, I think Amazon was providing, farms of servers to companies that needed it. And so that's what they would do. They would use Amazon Cloud service. And what it would do is you'll be able to... So they would allow you a certain amount of servers. And what these guys would do is they would virtualize the servers. So instead of having one server act as just the server itself, they could put multiple instances of desktops in that server by virtualizing the space in there. So that means that anybody who has access to the box can then connect to the cloud, and the cloud will recognize the ID of that box, and therefore that's your server. Sorry, that's your block of your real estate, your virtual real estate of your desktop in there. So that's all it did. That's all the box did. It was a seamless way to provide desktop services, so like a PC, to people who could not afford a PC. And I'm not sure how much the box was, but it was affordable because they had clients in India using the box. And so basically, yeah. So you connect, you just turn on the box. Box will ask you for your username and password like you normally do on your PC, and you're in. What impressed me the most about the box was not the fact that, oh yeah, we're going into a server, we're doing that. It's the fact that the controls, like keyboard and mouse. I said, okay, so I'm connected here, and this is connected to an Amazon server. Amazon server just gives me the real estate for my desktop in there. So I think the first thing I did was I said, oh, that's pretty cool. And then I moved the mouse. And the mouse moved like almost 1-to-1. It moved exactly how you normally do it on a thing there on a desktop. And I said, okay, let me try typing, because normally when you type on things that are on servers or something like that, it just takes a while before you get the visual feedback. But the visual feedback of even just the text itself was, you type and it shows, it types and shows. So I was like, wow, that's pretty quick. And then, so yeah, I mean that's it. I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, what else could this be used for? So we leave the two engineers' office. I'm heading back to the I forget what the anyways. We're heading back to the Audi of my boss's car, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, oh, I gotta say something because this is running through my mind. He goes, so my boss went, so what do you think? I said that's fucking amazing. And he goes, oh really? How so? I said, well, not only are we providing desktop services without a desktop and just a box, but I can see how this can be used for video games. And he goes, how so? Well, I said, imagine having a gaming computer where you don't have to worry about upgrading the graphics card. You don't have to worry about upgrading everything. And so everything is done on server side. And so that means that developers can work on their games and not worry about bottlenecks per person who's... So you, whenever you make video games, you have a bare minimum and a maximum. And then a recommended specs. But in this case, you don't have to worry about the specs because the server itself will be the most powerful thing that you'll ever connect to. So that means that video games will look crisper, and the graphics will look amazing, and at the same time, hopefully in the future, that's what I said. Hopefully in the future, we can perfect the way that we connect via controller or keyboard and mouse. And he sat there and he was like, "Yeah, that's very interesting." I was like, it's something that you should look into. Considering that, I'm like, I'm going to look into that. There's no way I'm going to look into that. I have no idea where to start. So here we are with Google Stadia. And I told you, I've been telling people I've seen a proto version of this, like way before Stadia became a thing, way before marketing for Google decided to market this to the consumers. But I'm also thinking at the same time, I hope that those guys, those engineers, was the idea or the company that they kind of absorbed as their own. So I'm hoping that Google is the one that I'm hoping their technology is exactly what's being used in Google Stadia. That's just me, but I don't think so. I think the what I've seen is probably something that has been used for decades. It's something that has been done for decades, and I'm just there seeing one instance of it. There could be like 10 to 20 companies doing the same exact thing that company that I saw there. It's quite possible. Oh, and another thing too. So when you're in Silicon Valley, sometimes you get the opportunity to sitting on these meetings, and some of the meetings that I've gone to were investor meetings, and I think they call it angel investing. So what angel investing is basically you go to an event. So it's an organized event by an organization, and I think this one was just called angel investors. I mean, whatever. And what they do is they have people who have ideas of technology, who have prototypes of technology, who have a working model, but need to bump up the scale. Anyway, it's like Shark Tank or Dragon's Den. And what you do is you just have, if you're a person who wants to work on something, then basically you are encouraged to go to these things to talk about what you want to move forward with, and see if anybody in that room will pony up the money, and hopefully they will take a small percentage of the company if it does make it big, or if not. But that's generally what investing is like. When you have venture capitalists investing in it to get their ROI, their return on investment, and hopefully within 3 years, depending on what the business plan is, to get their money back and then some. So one of the things that came up was, okay, so I gotta tell you, there was this one guy that I think was really trying hard to get investment, but it really didn't work out. So you know how Shazam, SoundHound, that's basically used to find out what music is playing in any given space, whether you're at the bar, whether you're at home, whether you're watching a television program, whatnot. This guy wanted to provide a Shazam/SoundHound app for advertisements. I'm just gonna stay there. That was a horrible idea, and I gotta get. And he was so nervous that he already spilled the beans on his business plan, and it really didn't impress anybody else. So anyway, after that guy went on stage, there was these two guys, which I would say is a very, very good depiction of how the TV show Silicon Valley plays out, where you have one person who is heavy in the technology, but doesn't know how to present it. And yet you have one person who is really good at presenting and good at talking to people, and knows what technology can do and how to convey the idea of how it is. So this duo, I'm gonna call them, they were able to provide a service for virtualizing servers at an exponential, like, for how am I going to try and paint this? Because yes, you can virtualize servers, you can virtualize machines, put VMs inside servers for a certain amount, but they've managed to put at least, I don't know, I think they managed to make it so that, you know, the maximum amount that you can put on a server, they've managed to do it times 10. And they showed like the logic, like the flow charts that they showed, and it made total sense. Like, even for someone who doesn't know the intricacies of hardware and software, how they work, these guys have made it so easy to understand that I remember just sitting there, and as soon as they finished the presentation, we all just stood up and just clapped. And there were so many people who asked so many questions, and at the same time, I think that was the last presentation. I think that's the reason why they were put last, is because they knew, like, the people who were organizing the event knew exactly that these guys were going to be the pretty much like the diamond in the rough that people would want to look at and see what ideas they had. So, and again, maybe that's also something that 20 other companies can do at the time. And so, you know, Google maybe not necessarily bought these guys out for their for virtualization of servers. But again, that's the idea that's been out there for a long time. So not only did I see the box, not only did I see like the back-end technology of having several instances of desktops times 10 to the normal maximum that you can get on a virtualized server. Yeah, I've been exposed to a lot of stuff, and I've been seeing that, and I'm like, how is it possible that this? And then when Stadia started advertising, I'm like, how is this possible that I know about these things, and yet it seems to be relatively new? But then again, when you think about it, Microsoft has their xCloud. PlayStation's been trying to play around with that with their remote play service, which is shit. It's a piece of shit. But I've not played xCloud. I don't even know what it's like. And then here we have Stadia, jumping the gun and providing a full service. No game that is specifically or exclusively developed for the system, and yet here we are. Here I am complaining about the PC version, yet giving my praises to the Chromecast Ultra version of the game, version of Stadia, and giving, like, really thumbing my finger, honestly, to the PC version of Stadia. Like, I wish I had opened the Chromecast Ultra first before jumping the gun and saying, you know what, I didn't get my stuff, but I got the code, therefore I'm going to go and check out the PC version of Stadia. I don't know. Anyway, all I'm going to say is that Stadia is not meant to replace your PC. Definitely not. But considering how it plays on the Chromecast Ultra, it will definitely change the way that you consume games. Where you just sit down on the couch, connect your controllers to the Wi-Fi, and that's it. You just connect to a remote server, and there you go. You have a well-organized machine to provide you with the feedback that you're giving it. So, I gotta say, if it's not gonna be Stadia, it'll be something else. If it's not gonna be xCloud, it'll be something else. So, right now we are at the frontier, and I'm pretty excited of what it's gonna look like, what the outlook looks like. So, that's all I gotta say. And I'm already at an hour, guys. I think I'm gonna end it here. There's really nothing else to talk about. There's no way I'm gonna show off the Stadia version of the PC, and I don't want to ruin the experience. I'm actually gonna go into the living room, and I'm gonna play Stadia on the Chromecast Ultra. So, anyways, guys, this is Joey Retro signing out. Thank you very much for watching. What I'll do is I'll probably see if I can condense this down to a small video that I can upload on YouTube, or maybe I could just upload this all together. I don't know. Maybe I don't feel like editing at all. We'll see. I mean, I'm off work the next 2 days, Monday, Tuesday, so we'll see what happens there. But anyways, guys, no one's watching as usual. But thanks very much for anybody who's watching this video that I've uploaded. And I'll see you guys later. And yeah, I'm just going to continue playing Stadia on the Chromecast Ultra because I feel that is the best way to to enjoy my investment as a founder. Alright guys, anyways, thank you very much. You guys have a nice day. See you later.